Hi everybody, welcome back. Today in our final practice together, we're going to look at the full body and how it interrelates to back pain and try and relieve tension from problem areas and release stress to really alleviate any pain that we may feel in the back. So for today's practice, you will need one block and a strap. So grab those and let's get started. So we're going to begin in a comfortable seated position. Now, of course, you're welcome to sit however you'd like. If you would like to come into my favorite seated position with the knees forward, toes pointing back, and sitting onto a block between the ankles, then feel free to do that and get comfortable. Lift up tall through the back body, soften your shoulders, and let your eyes close. Take a moment to center in. Tune in with your feelings, your breath, and your thoughts. Really draw your attention inside. Find a place of grounding and centeredness. Let your body soften. Let go of any thoughts that may be rushing through your mind. You have nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. Just become fully present in this moment. Commit to this practice and giving time to yourself. Set a slow and steady rhythm to your breath. Breathe both in and out through your nose. Equalize the lengths of your inhales and your exhales, drawing everything out. Whenever you feel like you have a steady pace, you can slowly flutter open your eyes, keep the breath consistent. And from here, stretch and extend your right arm open toward the right side of your mat so that your hand is in line with your shoulder. And then relax the hand, let the wrist fall limp. Reach and lengthen up through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, gently release your left ear towards your left shoulder. So completely soften the jaw, relax the right side of the neck all the way down the right shoulder to your fingertips. And you can close your eyes and soften. Now, if this feels good, if this stretch feels really great for you, you can stay as you are. If you want, you can experiment with lifting or lowering the right arm until you find the point that feels like the deepest stretch for your body. And when you find that space, you can soften, pause, and relax into it. And again, you're more than welcome to stay like this, or you may find that you wish to experiment turning the head in different directions, changing the angle in your neck until you find the place that you need the most stretch. And when you find that place, let yourself completely surrender. Let the positioning of the body create the magic within. Take another full deep breath. And as you exhale, relax the right arm back down to your lap or to the floor. Keep the tilt of your head toward the left. Just notice how this changes the stretch. And then from here, take your left hand to your left cheek and use the strength of your arm. Keep your neck relaxed as you draw your head back to neutral. Relax the left arm down, pause for a moment. Notice any differences from side to side. Observe the effects. And when you're ready, you can flutter open your eyes. And stretch your left arm out to the side this time with your hand in line with your shoulder. Relax the hand completely, let the wrist fall in. And inhale, reach the crown of your head up. On an exhale, release your right ear towards your right shoulder. Soften into the jaw, soften the neck, and soften the shoulder. Close your eye. And again, either choose to stay like this, or maybe experiment with lifting or lowering the left arm to find the best stretch for your body today. If you'd like to, you can experiment with turning the neck in different directions to find where you need the most opening. And whenever you find that place, stop, pause, and relax into it. Let the weight of your head and your arm become really heavy. Let your breath soften around the opening. Let your mind surrender into the release. Take a long, full, deep inhale. And as you exhale, relax the left arm back down toward your lap or the floor. Keep the tilt of your head to the right for just a moment and recognize how this changes the stretch. From here, cradle your right cheek with your right hand and keep the neck relaxed. Use the strength of your arm to draw the head back to neutral. Relax your right arm down and pause to feel the effects. When you're ready, slowly flutter open your eye. You can release any props from underneath you. And come to a tabletop position. Align your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees, and then draw your big toes to touch. Now you can either keep the knees apart, you're welcome to draw them together, or open them out even wider as you release your seat back onto your heels, surrendering the weight of your torso down into a child's pose. So you have a bunch of options here. You're welcome to place something between your seat and your heels if you feel like you need to take out some of the flexion from your knees if it's feeling sensitive there. You're welcome to place a pillow or a cushion or a block between your torso and your thighs if you want to relieve some of the forward fold. You can have the knees together touching or wide apart if you'd like to release between the legs. And you're welcome to have the arms stretched forward or release them back behind you with the palms facing up. So choose the variation of child's pose that you like best. Let the back body round. Let your head become heavy. And feel the gentle compression in the hips. Soften into your shoulders. Soften your breath. And let yourself melt into this position. Scan your body. Notice the places of the most intense sensation, or any place that's holding tension and needs deeper relaxation. As much as you can, consciously surrender any of that tension. Relax the musculature of the body. And visualize yourself softening even the connective tissues. Let every last drop of tension in the body start to unravel and melt away. Let only softness remain. And let this deep softening of the whole body create a softness within your mind. Take another 5 deep breaths here. And let your breath expand the whole back body, three-dimensionally moving everything out and in, around the waistline and the rib cage. On your next inhale, very slowly begin to round up through the spine. Rise back up into a seat. Release your hips over to one side and stretch your legs forward in front of you. I'm going to turn to face you so that you can see a bit better. So for here, move your left leg over to the side of the mat. Let it just get out of the way. And take your right shin and draw it parallel to the top of the mat. And then catch a hold of your left ankle, press into your right hand, lean your weight into the right hip, and draw your left foot back so that you can place your right foot into the left thigh. You're like in a side saddle kind of seat. And then from here, take your right fingertips behind your hip, your left hand to your right knee, and inhale, elongate through the back. As you exhale, begin to spiral and rotate over your right shoulder. Just as in all twists, grow taller through the spine with every inhale, and spiral and rotate a little bit deeper with each exhale. Let your breath guide the movements of the body. Now, if this feels comfortable, you're more than welcome to stay here. Or if you'd like to move a little bit deeper into the twist, you can slowly begin to walk both hands toward the back of the mat as far as it feels comfortable in the torso. And then you can either stay up tall or release your forearms down to the floor or onto blocks or pillows or cushions. You're welcome to rest your head onto a block or a pillow. Do whatever you'd like to feel comfortable here. And soften the weight of the body down. Even as you twist and rotate through the torso, keep the fullness within your breath. Let the depth of your breath draw you deeper into the pose, allowing you to relax and surrender even further. Take another 5 deep breaths. And if you lean forward, inhale to slowly lift back up through the torso. Gently unwind your twist. Return back to center. Take your hands back behind you, lean into the hands and switch the cross of the legs. So bring the left shin parallel to the top of the mat. Draw your right foot back and place your left foot into the right thigh. Lift up tall through the back body, release your left fingertips behind you and draw your right hand to your left knee. With an inhale, grow tall through the spine. And with an exhale, spiral and rotate toward the left. Let your breath guide you deeper into the pose. Growing tall with every inhale, spiraling deeper with every exhale. Now again, you're more than welcome to stay here if you'd like, or if you'd prefer, you can walk both hands toward the back of the mat, rotating a little bit deeper into the twist, and either stay tall or release down toward the floor. You can rest your forearms onto blocks or cushions. You can rest your head onto a block or a pillow. Do whatever you'd like here to get comfortable. Let yourself soften into the pose. Allow your weight to become heavy and let your mind become still. Take another 5 deep breaths. And on your next inhale, if you folded, begin to lift the weight of the torso. Very carefully unwind your twist. Draw yourself back to center. Take your fingertips back behind you and again walk your feet out as wide as your mat. And slowly begin to windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Do this one more time in each direction. And then when you finish, grab your strap and make a loop into it. And you can have the loop be fairly wide. When you have it, place it over your head. Slide the strap up so that it's right underneath your armpits, and then lie down onto your back. From here, bend into both of your knees. Place your feet flat against the floor and draw your right knee in towards your chest. Loop your strap around the right shin, so tighten it as much as you need to, so that it's just beneath the right knee. And it can hold the leg tautly in place. So you can completely relax muscular control there. And then you can release your arms however you'd like. You can open them out wide into a T shape. You can reach them up over your head into like a diamond shape. And then from here, simply stretch and straighten through your left leg. You can close your eyes, soften and relax your shoulders. Relax muscular control completely over the legs. Let the strap hold your leg in place. And surrender into this bound, reclined lunge pose. Feel the gentle compression in the right hip and the subtle release through the left hip. Create space through the back body as you simultaneously soften its weight into the floor. Let your breath deepen. And simply allow yourself to tune into the relaxation, softening into this very simple pose to calm and release your mind. Take another full deep inhale. And as you exhale, bend into your left knee, place your foot against the floor. So you can gently draw the right knee in a little bit closer and release the strap. You can loosen it as much as you need to get it off. Release your right foot to the floor. Pause for a moment. And then when you're ready, draw your left knee towards you. Wrap the strap over the left knee so it lands just beneath it on the shin. And then tighten it, readjust it as you need so that it will hold the leg tautly in place. Take any arm variation that you'd like, arms by your side, out wide, or up overhead. Do what feels good. And then simply stretch and straighten through your right leg. Completely relax muscular control over the whole body. Let everything surrender and melt into the floor. And let your strap do all of the work for you. Tune into the movements of your breath, following their rhythm with your mind. Finding this one point of focus so that every other thought can dissolve and disappear. Just be totally present in the here and now, relaxing into this position and listening to your breath. Take a full deep inhale. And as you exhale, bend into your right knee. Place your foot flat against the floor and draw the left knee in closer toward the body so that you can loosen and release the strap. You can release the strap from over your head. Relax your left foot down and just pause for a moment to feel the effects. And then from here, take your block on its lowest height setting, press into your feet and lift your hips to place the block right underneath them. So right underneath the hips so that the weight of the pelvis is supported here. And then you can relax your arms either by your side or out open into a T or over your head. Do what feels good. And then from here, simply stretch and extend your legs toward the sky. So you're welcome to have the knees bent a little or a lot. You can straighten the legs. You can do whatever you'd like to feel good. And just let the blood flow recirculate. So just take a simple inversion. You can close the eyes. And if you'd like to, if it feels more comfortable for you, you can always do this pose against a wall, putting the legs up the wall while your pelvis is on a block. Or not, you don't need the block necessarily. Just take this simple inversion, allow the weight of gravity to draw your thigh bones back in toward their hip sockets, softening and releasing any tension that may have accumulated in the lower back. You can close your eyes, relax the whole body, and really start to slow your breath. Take another 3 long, deep breaths here. And as you exhale, bend into your knees, hug them towards you. And then release your feet to the floor. Gently press into the feet to lift your hips off the block. Move it over toward the side of the mat. And release your seat back down. From here, simply stretch your legs forward. Walk your feet out as wide as your mat. Let your heels turn in and your toes flop out, and release your arms down by your side. Close your eyes and allow the full weight of your body to surrender into the floor. Systematically scan your body from your feet all the way up to your head, checking for any areas of tension that you can relax. Relax control over your breath. And completely relax control over your mind. Soften the edges between yourself and the floor. Let your whole body melt into the mat. Surrender into this final resting pose, Shavasana. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back into the room and back into your body. Feel the rise and fall of your chest and your belly with each inhale and exhale. Let this vital life force energy of the breath, this prana, spread throughout your body, reaching all the way down to your fingers and your toes. And allow this to invite small, subtle movements back in, gently wiggling the extremities. Reach and extend your arms up over your head and stretch from toe tips to fingertips, lengthening the whole body. When you're ready, draw your knees in towards your chest. Hug everything in closely. And roll over onto your favorite side. You can make a pillow with your hand to relax the weight of your head. Just pause for a moment. Let your body soften as it starts to awaken. And keep this softness, keep your eyes closed as you gently press the floor away and rise up into a seat. Any comfortable seated position. Lift and lengthen up tall through the back body. Soften into your shoulders. And returning back to this place that you started, the beginning of this journey. Take notice of any changes, either in your body, your breath, or your mind. Try your best to keep this calmness, this stillness, this sense of relaxation as you step off of your mat and move on with your day and your everyday life. I hope that this program has helped you to alleviate some back pain and hopefully prevent it from coming back in the future. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.